We are expecting to learn how long Derek Chauvin will spend in prison as a judge announces his sentence today. The former police officer could face decades behind bars. He was convicted in April of murdering George Floyd last year. Floyd's death sparked worldwide protests on police brutality and racial inequality. Michael George is following the latest from Minneapolis. So, Michael, what is the mood like in the city today?
Well, Anne-Marie, it's a very different Minneapolis than during the trial. Back then, there was barbed wire fencing around the courthouse. There were National Guard troops on the streets. Businesses downtown were boarded up. None of that is in place today. But while the tensions have cooled a bit, it's clear this entire community will be watching the sentencing today closely.
Good job writing your names, guys.
Charlene Vasquez brought her preschool class to George Floyd's memorial. The Minneapolis teacher sharing a lesson about the struggle for justice. Why was it important for you to bring the children out here today?
I think that we're standing in a piece of history right now, and it's great to make the children aware of it. It's something that, they'll carry with them for the rest of their lives, I think.
Floyd's killer faces a Minnesota judge today to hear his sentence. Derek Chauvin's attorneys are asking for probation instead of jail time, citing a lack of criminal history and that he could be at risk behind bars. State guidelines recommend 10 to 15 years, but prosecutors are calling for a 30-year sentence for the former police officer who kneeled on Floyd's neck for more than 9 minutes, ignoring his pleas for air.
All that was required was a little compassion, and none was shown on that day.
But here in Minneapolis, a city still working to heal after George Floyd's murder, many say the fight for justice doesn't end with the sentencing. The debate over police reform continues as activists work to address the root causes of systemic racism. For Vasquez, the important thing is shining a spotlight on injustice.
I think us continuing to come together to be aware of what's been happening, because that can of worms has been open now. I mean, this is something that's been going on forever, but we're aware of it now.
Chauvin's sentencing may bring this case to a close, but the movement for change is still far from over. So what is life like behind bars for Derek Chauvin? Well, right now he's being held in a maximum security prison. He's being kept in a 10-by-10 solitary cell away from the general population. That's for his own safety, and he's only allowed out for 1 hour a day for exercise. Anne-Marie?
Wow, Michael, thank you.